You're listening to Minoritymamis, hot girls with hot topics. Grab a seat because they are about to bring the heat.
Hello, beautiful people.
It's Minoritymamis.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Maya.
I'm Maddie.
And I'm Mer.
Oh my god, we're doing it, guys. We're here. It's happening.
First episode dropping.
How do you guys feel?
I'm so excited about
We're
this.
sitting in these chairs. It's official.
I know, drinking Prosecco.
Didn't think we were going to fall through with this because we always talk about it, but
we
we
never do it. Now look at
Actually
us.
about it.
I'm excited. So what's our topic? Ladies, girlies.
Our topic is called The Power is in the Tongue.
Speaking about negativity, how do you guys define it in your own way?
Lauren, you take it.
Okay, so negativity to me is when you always expect the worst and you're never having a positive attitude about anything.
Facts.
How would you cope with it, though? Like, for yourself?
Well, when the negative thoughts come in my mind, I'm not going to speak them. And I'm going to stop them in their tracks before they consume my entire day.
But are you actually good with doing that? Like,
It's
do you
hard.
follow your word.
It's so hard. It's so hard. I end up speaking about it. I'm like, Lauren, you need to stop. Just change, like you said, your book, you're reading. You said either
The
you
Power of
change
Now?
it, the power of
Yeah.
now. You either change it. Is it cope with it, change it, or don't speak about it or
Yeah,
something like
at
that.
all.
Yeah.
I gotta read that book still. But
How'd you define it, Maya?
how would I define negativity? I guess I'd say it's more of like a mind thing.
More mental?
Yeah, because I feel like when you like negative thoughts, they consume everything, and your mind is the most powerful thing ever. So when you consistently think of negative, that's all you're gonna ever put out. That's all you're gonna ever receive. So when coping with it, I kind of do the same thing Lauren does, just because if you speak about it, then it becomes real. So kind of try to like think of the counter positive to that negative. That makes any sense?
Yes.
So like if I'm having a bad day, I think like, well, at least I woke up this morning and at least I can go about my day and I have a job to go to and I have people to talk to, like trying to find the counter to that negative.
Like you're grateful for other
yeah,
things
exactly.
besides
Yeah.
the
Uh-huh.
negative that's going on.
Maddie?
For me, it's really difficult because I have anxiety. So even if I don't want to think negatively, I always like kind of automatically do.
Go back to that.
Yeah, I always go back to it. So like my way of coping with it is thinking of like, okay, like, man, probably this isn't the job I want to do, and like have like negative, like I wish I was getting more money, but at least I have a job and at least I'm going to it.
And
like,
you're getting money.
I'm getting some type of money. So I try to think of ways, like if I'm thinking negatively, I try to think of ways to kind of like what you say,
Like go the opposite direction.
go opposite direction of it. But it's so hard. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I do it because sometimes I don't.
Because all day
Honestly.
you're thinking like, oh my God, this and this and this. And then it just like totally affects the rest of your day. Or like if you start off in the morning with such a negative note, then it just, that's how your day would play out.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard.
I feel like it's harder to cope with negativity, especially if you have like anxiety of any sort, because what are you going to do? Your anxiety is just going to build up and then you're just going to...
It's going to take over.
Yeah, it's just going to take over and you just can't do it.
What do you do when you have friends in your life who are negative?
That's
hard.
And it's like you love them so much, so you don't want to be that friend that like kind of lets go of them.
How much do we love them, though?
Ooh, that's good.
We
too.
love them a lot, but we should be telling them that they're being negative.
I think that sometimes people who put out so much negativity, they don't know that they're even putting out negativity because
they're so used to it.
Yeah, so I feel like there's no easy way to really say it because it's kind of rude, like, oh, you're such a negative person.
Why are you being so negative?
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like it's just like a subconscious thing that they do.
Yeah.
So they don't really know that they do it. But personally, I don't know how I would come at someone. Like, I don't know the nice way to put it.
So you come off to people more harsh when you're trying to let them know, like, you're being so negative. Do you think that works?
No, not at all.
So how are you going to change it?
So
It's a good question.
But I don't think I've ever
Had to?
addressed somebody when they've been negative like that.
I think
How do
in
you address them?
The past I have, but I think more towards growing up, it's almost like, how do I even let them know without...
You can't go
Offending
about
them,
it and tell them, oh, you're negative. I feel like you just got to ease your way in
Go around it.
because they'll take it the wrong way either way. depending on how like they take other things, especially if they're insecure, then that negativity just like, oh, okay, like I'm insecure and I'm negative. Like what else am I?
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
true.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then it'll just build up, and then they'll get mad
They get mad and they come at you.
for
And
Like a
defense
petty
mode. I think the
mentality.
natural way for people to react when you're telling them they're being negative is to be defensive.
Like defensive.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they shut down.
because they know they are, but they don't want to admit it.
Yeah. I don't even know how to, like how, I don't even know.
Let's put it this way: like if you were dating somebody,
And they're negative.
Well, that's
if
different.
but yeah, if they're negative, do you tell them?
Yes,
Oh, definitely.
For sure.
But how? It's the same thing if you're telling your best friend almost.
I know.
Why
So-
can't you tell,
I know, right?
Tell your best
So
friend.
like they're more pessimistic, and you're like the optimistic.
I guess I'd
view.
just sit them down and give examples. Like, there was a time where we were together and you said this and you said that, and you give out this very negative aura about you, or I mean that's kind of rude
But I feel like if
too.
you're giving off the negative, but if
Your aura
if
is
you're saying
terrible.
negative things, you're only going to receive negative in life.
So maybe if you tell them,
That's-
if you let them look at it that way,
If you speak anything into
You're
existence,
sowing a seed. You're sowing a seed, and you're going to reap the fruit that you're sowing.
yeah, if you keep,
Sometimes negative people don't, like you said, don't know that they're being negative. So if you even came at them like, oh, well, you're kind of being negative in the situation, they're going to be like, well, no, I'm not. And then they're going to come at you still with that negative
Sideways,
comment
yeah.
in a
Yeah.
different way.
they're gonna think they're being real and like honest
Yes,
and
yes.
truthful when you like everyone sees it a whole different way.
some people see it as like, what's the word? Not, because sometimes I think I can't think of the word.
Describe it.
It's not rude, but it's, the word. It's not rude, but what is it? I'm
Shoot.
just, what is it? I'm just being,
Real?
no, not real.
I mean that part.
I'm just being Oh, you're just being
You know what I'm trying to say.
realistic. Not realistic,
Realist? No.
but I'm just being.
Oh, it'll come to me. It'll
Okay.
come to me eventually. But I guess you just have to sit them down and just, of course, like I would give examples, like pinpoint time and places where
You've
like
been
where you've been
negative.
negative, just so they don't think that you're just coming out the woodworks, just putting blame on them. But I would
Because that negative vibe affects the entire group.
yes.
Oh, yeah. You
Your
can
entire
feel when
everything.
somebody's just negative in the group and you're
You're just
almost
like,
awkward.
Or
You're like,
family, or like whatever the case may be. Like
family,
yeah.
too, is a big one because you always have that one auntie.
I know.
One uncle,
that-
one
your
hating
grandma.
cousin.
That's like, I can't.
You got
down
those
everyone.
shorts on down to your knees. It's like really down to my knees.
Let me live.
That's long. That's a long pair of shorts.
What?
Down to your knees.
Right, but they be mad. So
I
mad.
know. You're short shorts.
Just so mad.
Do you think social media has a lot to do with how people come off?
Like, what do you mean?
what do you mean?
Like, do you think that the internet has an effect on why people act so negative?
Oh, for sure.
Definitely,
what
because
ways?
I feel like social media brings out the people's inner, like whatever they're dealing with
Their
personally.
internal
Yeah.
So say
like,
they,
feelings.
Insecurities.
they follow a girl who has everything that this person wants, so she's gonna walk around with like, well, she has that, but I don't have that, so I'm gonna just be.
Why does she get more likes
I'm
than
gonna
I
be
get?
bitchy. 'Cause I don't have it.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like people who follow certain people, it just brings out what's already like boiling up inside of them. So I feel like just don't follow them. Like follow positive affirmation things, or follow your friends. Or you don't need to follow all these Instagram models because they don't
Or
do anything for you.
influencers. I
Yeah.
feel like certain influencers, they don't like bring out positivity to like their followers because like it's like a cult kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like they'll follow what they do and then they're gonna go about what they do.
Yeah, do the same things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like I feel like everyone wants to be so positive all the time and like promote it on their Instagram, but no one really follows it.
So,
is how
you
I
mean
feel.
you'll post it, but you're not
Like,
going to actually follow what you're saying?
For instance, like I feel like sometimes I post like positive quotes in the morning and stuff, and like I feel like people just like kind of see it and like, oh, I love this. You're right, but they still don't follow
do-
it. Like those same people do the same thing
Yeah, they don't take
over
it
and over
over.
again. So
And you can tell.
yeah,
By like what they post as well. Mm-hmm. Or even if you know them in real life.
so I don't know.
Yikes.
Social media.
That's a whole different topic, though. We have a lot to say about social
Yeah.
media.
It also brings out insecurities, but
Yeah.
we'll save that for the next episode.
But since we're on the
Minority
topic of positive affirmations, I
Yeah.
think that we should all share our favorite ones that we have.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Cool.
Mine goes, God is going to move in your life like never before. God is going to do something new. He will make a way even though there doesn't seem to be a way.
What does that mean to you, Miranda?
I feel like
Natisha?
oh gosh.
Nadisha.
I feel like you can doubt yourself so much, thinking like there's no way to anything. But if you like let it be and let God handle it, then He'll find a way for you. You can't really you can like find your own path, but I feel like the path He has for you is more like what like He wants you to do, and that's like what's best for you.
Yeah, so if you just trust that, then...
Yeah, if you just trust that and like trust your growth and your process, then you should be fine.
I like that one.
But you gotta find different paths first.
You know what I'm saying, girl?
Yeah, that's true.
Straight up.
You want to go Nori Lori?
I'll go.
Nori Lori on Instagram.
All right, follow me. Mine is, God is not in a hurry. You are. It's why you are tired. It's why you are anxious, stressed, and disappointed. Today, I pray that you surrender your timeline in favor of His presence and peace.
What does that mean to
I like
you?
that.
Trust that what was meant for you will be yours. So what it means to me is that sometimes, I know with me, we stress out about certain things that, I'm 24 years old and I'm supposed to have this, I'm supposed to have that, I'm supposed to have this much money in my account. But surrender it, because all this stress, all this worry and anxiousness that you have, it's really not worth it, because what God has for you will be for you, regardless of when you get it. It could
In
be,
your own time.
Could be tomorrow, could be a year from now.
5 years.
Just don't stress out about it. Have a positive outlook on it.
I like that one, as well as everybody else's. But like last year, after I graduated college, was it before?
2
Before,
years.
yeah. And I had to take like the statistics class. Yeah, you guys already know.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Oh, Maya.
And so, and I was just super, super stressed about like taking the class, but I had already taken the final, and I just had this feeling that I didn't pass it all. And then it was winter vacation, and Laura and I, we went to Vegas, and then I had like this epiphany. I'm like, Maya, just let it go. If you're supposed to take this class again and you're not going to graduate, then that's just what it's going to be, and I just let it completely go, and I didn't think about it. I didn't worry about it. I went on Canvas to apply for a new math class if I didn't pass, and I went on and I passed by the grace of God. I got a C, and I was like, look,
That's all you need.
Yeah, right. A C is good degrees around here. So I was like, I just have to, so from that moment, I've always just tried my best not to stress about things that I have no control over.
Yeah.
Because if you stress about it, then you're not having the faith. You're not believing that, okay, you know what?
You're not giving it to God at all. You're holding on to that.
You're being so worried, and then you're going to think about the worrying all day. So I was like, you know what, Maya, if you fail, you fail, and take it again. If you don't, then you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And your girl got a C.
What was the quote?
My quote? Okay, I'll go.
You just skipped over the quote.
I was commenting on yours, though.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
My quote is, I'm going to receive everything I desire. All the right people and opportunities flow to me. I have made space for them in my life.
Have you
Amen.
made space?
I think I've made space.
That's good.
For who?
For opportunities. Look, not who the who's. I think I have lived my life now by this. Let me read it again. I'm going to receive everything I desire. Yes, all the right people and opportunities flow to me. I have made space for them in my life. I think I've definitely made space in my life for the things that I'm doing now, because I'm giving the time to them. Like before, it would just be a thought, like, oh, I want to do this, and I want to do the podcast, I want to do modeling, I want to do that, which is a thought. But now that I'm actually
time is very important.
Like I'm actually like doing what I want to do, and I had that 9-to-5 job, and that season is over with.
It came and left.
It came and it left.
For many of us here at this table.
It came just as fast as it left. So I think that now that I think that where I am now, all the opportunities will come to me, because I'm not in the season I was in before. Daddy Maddie.
Let's go.
Evolve.
Daddy Maddie.
My quote is, learning how powerful it is to say this is what I feel and this is what I want, and firmly standing by it. Which is a big one for me, because a lot of the times I like to hold things in and not say much, especially me being in a new relationship. I'm like,
you say relationship?
How many months now?
Shout out to Bae.
Wow, she's taken.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? But like sometimes I like, he'll ask me like, what's wrong? Like, what's bothering you? And then I just won't say anything. And I'm learning that
But why?
If you state, just because I get uncomfortable like with sharing like, oh, this is how I'm feeling.
So
like, I don't want it to start an argument.
Vulnerability.
Yeah.
But is it because is it you like you just don't want to do it, or you don't want to put that type of energy out to that person?
Well, both. Like I don't want to do it, and then I don't want to put that energy out. Same with like friendships too, and even with my mom, like saying exactly how I feel, because one, I don't want to start an argument.
Right, yeah.
Like I don't have time or the energy to just argue, even though I know if you say like, oh, this is how I'm feeling and this is what I want, then you're gonna receive like probably a good answer in return.
You're just scared.
Yeah, so I'm just scared. So I'm learning that you have, especially in relationships, you
long
have to
distance
talk.
relationship.
Yeah,
It's
long
hard,
distance too.
man.
You have to let them know, like, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I want. In life too, and with all the jobs that I have, like, I gotta, stand by, like, this is what I want. And if I want this raise, I'm gonna get this raise.
Give me the raise.
Yeah.
All about communication.
It is.
Good.
That's a whole other
But it's not
topic
even,
too.
yeah. But I feel like it's not about communication. It's about what you take in from that communication.
Yeah.
Like, do you understand it or do you not?
Like you can hear, but are you
But are you
listening?
listening?
Yeah.
Like when people talk.
Yeah. Are you listening? We all can hear.
But are you listening? Are you taking in
Sometimes-
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes shit just goes in
Sometimes
one
I
ear
hear,
and
but
out the
sometimes
other.
I do hear and I don't listen.
Bringing back to negativity, exactly with the same thing. Like, to people who are negative and constantly bring out negative, will take in what you're saying and put it out the other ear and not
Yeah.
listen. So they just keep going negative all the time.
But do you think that negativity? do you think that negativity is learned, or is it
Develop.
not
No, wait.
developed? But like, do you think that negativity is something that you learn as a child, or is it something that you like?
I think life
have
experiences
experienced something
make you
a
turn you
negative person?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you could have a bad relationship. And
That
then
can-
now all of us, every time we think of a relationship or talk about a relationship,
Sour.
you're over here bad mouthing every woman or every
Literally.
man that you know. It's
Or
just
friendship.
Just because of that one experience
exactly.
you had.
That was one person.
But they don't understand that.
Yeah.
That not every person is the same way.
Yeah.
Everyone's different.
Or
It's
situations?
just like they're sulking in their own, like,
But like, how many years are you going to
Yeah.
sulk in it?
literally.
get the hell out.
I swear it's been like, never mind.
Or even like, or even relationships with like parents and like or friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a repetition of
Yeah,
things.
parenting is also a big one. Like, if you have parents who are negative, that's all you're gonna know.
Because
later
that's all
on.
you ever. That's all you've ever
that's
known.
all you
was just negative.
Thank God my
negative,
parents
negative.
aren't negative.
I know.
I know.
Tiffany.
They raised us
I know,
right.
but
Linda and Dario,
sometimes-
thank you.
But sometimes our parents could get a little bit negative.
That's very true. That's very true.
But they also like to bring things back to way back when.
Yeah,
and
like
it's
the
different
like the
now.
80s.
Yeah.
When I was
a kid.
when I was growing up, you had to do this and this.
Wash
and
the
that.
walls. I'm like, well,
What? I don't even do
No, but
that.
that's very true though. So I think it's a mixture of experience and learned. Because if your parents are negative, then you grow up in a negative environment, and then
And
that
you're
you
just
carry that with you
Yeah, you're just
throughout
gonna
life.
pick it up.
or you choose to carry it with you. You don't have to be
true.
negative.
True.
That's true. Like when you get to a point where you can what's the word, differentiate between
Differentiate,
okay,
yeah.
this is positive, but this is how I'm walking, so let me go this side, let me flip the script.
It's also like you are who you hang out with. So you could have a negative friend and be the positive friend, but if you're constantly
But
around
somebody
that
has to-
negativity,
yeah.
well, yeah, balance too. Somebody has to balance you out. But if you're constantly around that negativity, then you're like, dang, well,
Like you're either going to go down to their negativity or they're going to go up to your positivity.
but what's the odds that they're gonna go
but
up?
they're not.
Right.
You're
You
going to go
should
down.
never meet someone at their level if they're below you.
Right. Ooh, she said that.
Why would I want to do
say
that?
it again.
Say it
one more time
again.
for the people in
You
the
should
back.
never meet someone. I forgot what I said.
You should never meet. You should never meet someone at their level if they're lower than you.
If they're below you. Yep.
That's
Put
deep.
that on a T-shirt.
Tweet that shit.
Minority mommies. You should never meet someone at their level if they're below you.
Wait, okay, guys. So on Instagram, we had asked questions.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Let's see what the question was.
We put up.
We
on our
put up.
story.
How do you stop negativity from taking over your life? And we got some responses. So each of us are going to respond to what we got.
All right.
All right, Gomer.
Okay, one was recognize when your outlook is negative. Don't make any big decisions when it is. It'll pass.
Ooh, I like that.
I like
one.
that too.
You want to know why I like that one?
Why do you like that one?
I really like that one because I just had this conversation the other day with my cousin about acting off of emotion. And negativity is an emotion. So when you act off of that, you move too fast and you don't allow yourself to process what you're even negative about. Like, say you're negative about your boyfriend cheating on you or whatever. But give yourself time
To think about it.
process that before you go
Making
slashing his tires and keying his cars and breaking windows. You know, like give yourself time to process those emotions, because then she says, don't make any big decisions when it'll pass. Like that feeling will pass. But if you go and you act off of it, you might...
And you start like gossiping about this person did this, and all of a sudden you're back with them. It's like,
right,
oh my God.
You might mess up the flow of what's...
Mess up
I feel like that's a feeling at that certain moment.
At that moment. Yeah, I was going to say, like, right? Sometimes, like, your woman can piss you off, and you're like, well, did this going in on him. And then after that, you're like, wow, I shouldn't have done it that way.
Don't react so fast off of emotions. So that's a good one.
That's a good one. What
you
Lauren?
We had another one that said, always appreciate what you have in the moment. Don't focus on what you don't have. I like that too.
I like that one too.
Why?
Because we're never going to have what we want. We're not always going to have what we want. So appreciate what you have.
We always want what we can't have.
Correct.
Because what you have is for you. It's for you in that moment. And just
if you have $1 to your name, appreciate that dollar.
You better stretch that.
Some people don't have the dollar. You better stretch it. But don't got a dollar.
Make that $5 last.
Make it look. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine says positive thinking, daily affirmations, believing in yourself.
Oh, I like that.
That's a good one too. Because if you don't believe in yourself, then who the
Who
heck is
will?
going to?
Yeah.
You can't rely on someone else to believe in you. It's within you.
Yeah.
Miranda, she's just dropping gems.
She
today.
is.
She really is. I mean, I don't understand.
Jim dropping Miranda.
Jim dropping Miranda.
All right. I have meditation and journaling. Only for like 5 seconds. But I'm a huge believer in journaling all the time. Like, all I do is write down my thoughts, and I feel like if you write down your thoughts and you're thinking something negative and you write it down, it like releases it.
Oh, I like
Releases
that.
all that energy. You know what I mean? And same with meditation. I'm trying to get good at. It's hard to like really meditate every day, especially when I have constant noise in my head all the time, and like it's hard to shut off your brain.
Yoga helps too.
Yoga is.
I love
y'all.
I do yoga in my house in the mornings.
Wait, so what was the one you said first? You said you write it down to release it?
You write it down so you can release whatever you feel.
So is that goes for positivity and negativity?
Yeah, I mean, if you're feeling negative energy, you want to write that down. If you're feeling like a certain way, like you had a really good day and you want to write about it, write it down and release that energy.
I like that.
Into your journal.
Even if it's like 3 words.
Yeah, 3 words. And then you go back in it later on in life and like, wow, like this is what I thought in that day, that time.
Oh.
Reflect.
I have one of those. It's a question answer book. So every night.
The one from Urban?
Probably. But every day, and ask you a question about what happened on November 8th.
Yeah.
And you write about it. So you get to go, it's a 5-year plan. So you get to go back and read about what you were doing on that day.
Exactly.
It's fantastic.
Mern, what was yours?
I already read mine.
Oh,
She did.
But we have one more left.
Okay, do the last one.
It says, we can all answer it. Surrounding yourself with positive people who are genuine and caring. And who
That's the
care
truth. That's the
about you.
truth.
That's us.
So what do you have? Like, how
We
do
have
you
our
feel
friendship.
about that? We do have y'all.
Our
We've
friendship.
been friends for so long.
Too long.
Let's talk about it.
Damn.
Trying to end it?
No, I love this friendship. This is the best friendship I've ever had.
Honestly.
I feel like we bring the best out of each other. And
Yeah.
when one is slacking, we just tell each other how it is.
Yeah.
And check on each other like,
Yeah.
okay,
She been
why are
silent
you-
for too long. You
Yeah.
good?
Or why are you so quiet? We
Yeah.
haven't heard from you in a minute. It's always good to
Are
check
you
up on
good?
your friends.
Yeah, always.
even if you guys don't even have to text every day, you know, you
We
just
still
gotta,
got that love. Even when I was so far away, y'all still were hitting me up.
Yeah, we're like,
Right.
can't
Cheers
forget
to
Batty
that.
Matty.
Cheers to Batty Matty in San Francisco.
We got to go back.
Hey,
No, we gotta go back.
shout out to the Bay.
Shout out to that party bus we went on.
For real. Y'all missed it.
We got to go back.
All right, so our last one is shout out to We're Not Really Strangers.
We're Not Really Strangers.
It's a card game that has 3 levels in it. I believe the first level is perception. So it's just asking you like those typical questions like, do I remind you of anyone? And then when you're really talking to them, the level 2 is connection. So you're really getting on that deep level with that person. And then the last one is reflecting. So you go back on those questions, like what you've learned from that person and kind of talk about it. So we each have a question here that we pulled and we're going to read and answer it.
So who
Individually?
has
Are we all answering
We
one question?
All of us
That
answer.
question that you have on your
I
card,
have
you're
to
going to
answer
answer.
it.
Yeah.
level 2? But do you only have level 2?
Well, I gave one level 1, I believe, or level 2.
I have level 2.
Yeah, level 2's here.
I
Mer
have
has
level
level
3.
3.
Okay, I do too. So you go.
I'll go first. Oh,
Because you're level 2.
I'm level 2 too.
What is a compliment you wish you received more frequently?
Oh,
no.
I don't like that question.
What's a
I
compliment?
don't like that question either because I'm not like a person who wants to just receive compliments all day.
I
And I don't even know how to take a compliment, so there's that.
I'm just like,
I'm like,
I do.
yikes.
We know you do, Lauren. Sometimes someone's like, "Oh, you look
supposed
so
to be.
good," and I'm like,
I mean, I know how to take one if it's from my friends, but if it's from a guy, I'm like, are you lying to me?
Yeah.
Tell
Do you
the truth.
tense
What's
up?
going on?
What do you do? Do you tense
I'm just
up?
like, thanks, but I'm a laugher, so I laugh at everything. So I'm like, haha, thanks.
LOL.
LOL. But
Yeah, what is it?
What is it? Say it one more time.
what is the compliment I wish I received more frequently? Ooh,
Dang.
It's making you think.
it's hard because some of the compliments I get, it's like
I like them.
I receive.
Right.
But I guess maybe it would probably, if I'm gonna put this in like work terms,
Okay.
it'd be like, wow, I see that you're doing good. Now
Okay.
you want to move up. Like, I'm gonna give you this, or like, this is your reward. And like sometimes managers,
They don't
They
see
forget to do
shit.
that.
yeah, they forget to
Yeah.
acknowledge their hardworking employees. So I feel like for this, I would take it into work terms. Like, I wish I received that like one good compliment at work. I mean,
Right.
sometimes I do get it, but it's just it's not the compliment I want to hear.
Like in the right
And
wording.
yeah, in the right. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, good job, woo, you're getting numbers. I'm like, yeah, yay, but also like money. Yeah. Right.
Bring me my money.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
You're level 3.
What's a compliment?
Do we all have to answer that one question, or
We can
Yeah, might as
Shoot.
well.
let's go, Maddie?
air it out.
What's
Maya.
I need to see.
What's a compliment that you wish you received?
I guess a compliment that I wish I received. I guess it would be thank you for being open, because I'm not an open person. And so I feel like people who I don't even know how to put this into words. I don't know how to put it into words.
So people like say, for instance, you go on a date, then
And you're hard. It's hard for you to be
your
open.
friends,
So okay, I'll say it like
for your
this.
friends.
Yeah, in a way. But
So your wine.
okay, but I feel like it's definitely that, but it's because I feel like people who accept that you're open, they want to do the same in return.
Yeah.
So then it kind of like not speeds up the process, but like you guys get closer on a much deeper level if you're just willing to be that open in the beginning. So I guess, but then that goes back on to me, like I have to be open in order to receive that compliment.
Yes, ma'am.
But that would be it, though. That would be mine.
Do you think people automatically know that you're not an open person, so
Yes.
that's why you expect to receive that compliment?
It's not that I expect to receive it, but I do think that people don't think that I'm open.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I could see that because sometimes it seems like you're putting up a wall.
But I'm not trying to. I'm just not open to being open.
Remember that guy that you went to Yard House with? Did he expect you to be open?
Shout out
say
to
his name.
Blank.
Blank blank.
Shout out to Houdini. We'll call him Houdini.
Shout out to the what did he say he was?
Unorthodox.
Shout out to the unorthodox man.
The unorthodox man. Did he expect you to
Unorthodox.
be open? How is your when you're dating? Do
don't
they
even
expect you
know.
to be open?
I don't know what they expect.
I feel like everybody probably goes into a date expecting that person to like open up though.
Yeah, just talk about everything.
But I'm open, so I'm open, but
open.
So I don't know. I don't know if he expected me to be open, but I wasn't.
Simmer on that question though.
Yeah.
I know.
Sit on
Really
it.
think about
Sit
it.
down. Simmer.
Lauren, what's yours? Level 2 or level 3?
I'm level 2.
She has the connection. What's the question?
What is a lesson you should have learned by now?
Ooh.
Well, dang.
None.
That's a hard question.
What's a lesson you should
Should have learned by now.
That you still kind of don't know then.
Yes,
Dang.
right.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what it is.
That you should, you
Come on,
know, that you
Lori.
should have learned.
I'm gonna say, not everybody has the same heart that I do, and that's a lesson that I have
should've
to
learned.
learn
I feel that.
in each relationship.
Ooh, toxicity.
Yeah, yeah.
Toxic.
Because you know, I'm so innocent and sweet, and but I am.
Yeah.
No comment.
But sometimes you think that, oh, everyone's going to be, the person's going to be the same as you and hold your heart the way you want them to hold your heart and the way that you hold their heart, but it's not always going to be like that. So yeah.
That's good. You want to answer that too, Mer?
Yeah. Answer it.
That's a good one for you, Miranda. Speak about it.
What are you trying to say? Nah, I'm playing. What is the lesson you should have learned by now? As to touch up on Lauren's, I would think that I do have an open heart and a big heart. I feel like I wear it on my sleeve, so then
Yeah.
people take advantage of that.
It's a Pisces thing.
Yeah, honestly.
Shout out to Pisces.
Fishy baby.
And then they think we're like pushovers because, we'll always give.
Yeah.
And like we don't really care about receiving because like we're more satisfied with giving them like what they need or what they want. So that's like,
I can agree.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's us, Mer.
Wear your heart
Shout
on your
out.
sleeve. Shout out to who?
Shout out to the Pisces.
yeah.
Mer and Lauren.
right?
The sweetest ones in the group.
You read
I
yours?
do my.
Oh, no, you have to simmer on yours. Miranda, what's yours?
So I have a level 3 off of reflection, and it is, in one word, describe how you feel right now.
One.
One word.
One word.
Excited.
Overwhelmed. But in a good way.
Oh, we're all doing it. I thought Miranda
Yeah.
was gonna.
No, you guys go, and then I'll answer.
And I have one too. Take
I don't.
One word. One word.
talk.
You said who said overwhelmed?
I did, but in a good way though.
Okay. I would say like restless.
Oh,
Because I just want.
just
If I'm
want
gonna
it.
elaborate, like I just want this to do our podcast to do so well. So I'm just
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
restless.
feel
Like,
that.
okay, are we gonna talk? And are people really gonna listen,
I think
or am I just talking to
Talk.
the wall? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just like restless. Like I just want to drop it and get it done.
You get it out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, get it out there. What about you, Miranda?
I would say flourishing, but I think that I'm saying for like all of us. I feel like
Okay.
you both came from such like a, I wouldn't say detrimental past, but a hard pass, and then we're just growing from here on out. And 2020 is our year.
Sure is.
It really is. Let's see if I can pick one that
I have
has
one
to
more.
do with everyone.
I have one more though, and it's a wild card.
Oh no. What does that mean?
Ladies,
What is this? Uno?
ready?
Draw 5.
Wild card. Admit something.
Oh my. Admit something. I slept all day. I sure did.
Until what time? I slept all
I don't know. It was like 2:50.
Wait
I was
until
asleep.
we texted in the group chat like
Because
not to do
I
things.
was told Maya, I said, I'm going to take a nap. And all of a sudden, all the messages were popping off. Maya's talking
Random
deep tea.
stuff,
And I'm like, I'm trying to take a nap. And I finally got to take a nap, woke up at 2:50.
That is so
And here I
funny.
am.
Well, I'll admit that I didn't shower until...
Ew, Maya.
I didn't shower
Dang.
until about 30 minutes before we had to be here, so...
So we got here at,
Oh, so you were
6.
stinky all day.
Basically,
it's 7
Bacon
p.m.
in your
It's
butt.
7 p.m.
Period.
You're disgusting.
I mean, I took one.
If you
but,
ain't
like,
doing nothing, who cares about a shower?
But I shower.
I got up and I was like, I'll be all right.
I'm good for the day.
Oh, yours, man?
No.
I got lit before I came here.
Oh, all right, all right.
shit.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna admit that.
You got what?
Grown, huh?
Lit. So
Oh,
I had,
I used to got licked. I'm
No.
like, licked.
my
licked.
cousin throwing a party for his birthday. So
Shout out to the cousin.
shout out to
Bari.
Bari. But
drink?
they gave me.
Hypnotic?
It's called this drink called Lele.
Lele?
What?
Lele.
That sounds like Miranda's
that.
dog.
So it's like Hennessy and I think Patron
Hypnotic?
in the cup. I mean in the.
You can't mix those two.
Wait,
I know.
what is this?
So Patrinacy. But they call it
Hennessy
lit.
and
Patron.
Yes.
Patron? That sounds-
Patrinity.
Are we going after this?
We better. Lele's.
I'm my hypnotic.
Oh, and then I had hypnotic in the beginning, but I'm not about it.
You don't like hypnotic?
You guys like that because you like sweet stuff.
How you know?
Weak.
But Maya, we weren't lit when we had it.
Weak.
Yes.
Tastes like Gatorade.
Yeah, hypnotic
It
does not do
Gatorade.
anything. And then I had a shot of Patron. And then I smoked
Maddie,
a little of the blunt.
You was really
Oh,
good.
dang. And now you're
I
here.
pulled up here.
You kind of
I'm
look kind of
still-
sober.
And I'm good. I'm chilling. But that's what I gotta admit.
She did
What
a
about
lot.
you?
She did a whole bunch today.
Low,
Let's go,
low key. I was really nervous about this podcast. I was like, what am I going to say? But we're so good at talking to
I
each
know,
other. So I'm like, all right, I'm good.
It's like these mics aren't even here.
I know. I was sweating a bit.
That's a good
You were
one.
sweating?
I was nervous too,
No, I
though.
was
To be honest, I
sleeping.
was like, when I got
So we
here
got
and saw it, I was like, wow, this is real. Like, I hope that
That's how I was feeling.
I'm just like, I hope we can talk and not
Be fumble.
shut up.
Right.
Like our bio.
But we're here.
We're here.
I think we did pretty good.
I think we did good for the first one. So,
I think we did too.
you know, that next one's coming up real soon.
Stay tuned.
So I'm Lauren.
I've been Maya.
I've been Maddie.
And I've been Mer.
And I will see you at the next episode of Minority Mommies.
Toodaloo.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take a shower.